What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Marathon Gameplay Reveal. This is the game that I've been looking forward to for a hot minute because I did like the original Marathon games when I did play them. So this one is an extraction shooter. Hopefully it's good. I know supposedly streets are saying that it looks bad, but I'm going to give my opinion and we'll see what it is. Say hi to YouTube, everyone. Also, by the way, this is live on twitch.tv/16bit. So you want to like come hang out. We usually stream Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Come by, hang out, chill, watch us play games, watch us banter back and forth to each other and call each other names and shit like that. All right, let's get to it. All right, so here we go. This is the gameplay reveal of Marathon. Still got security helmet.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner. A cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death
It's just like Tarkov.
is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down,
Gunplay definitely reminds me of Destiny.
Factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into
Oh,
the fight.
That's cool.
Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles, and customizable builds.
Oh,
highly
that's
dynamic
pretty cool.
and strategic team fights. Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick.
Oh, you can slide and shit like that? That's pretty cool.
Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe
You can still see the security helmet from the older the original Marathon games. I love that.
Take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No 2 runs in Marathon ever play.
It looks so like
with dynamic
whoa.
events,
So
variable
USC
weather,
is
and
still
unpredictable
around.
players. You'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to
Is it
unlock
fall
upgrades
damage?
or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows.
We'll have to make a faction for sure.
Goes past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered.
I like the security helmet guy.
Push
Who is that?
enemies and steal their loot.
I think that's a tank, if I
Bring in
remember
Glitch
correctly.
With agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends. Grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering
Ranked
secrets,
play?
seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1.
Interesting.
When you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4. Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
Escape will make me God. September 23rd. Join the Discord to do the. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me give my opinion. Hold on a second. Whoa, that's huge. That is huge. That's what she said. Oh, okay, so here's my opinion. The gunplay definitely reminds me a lot of Destiny. That's to be expected. You know, I'm pretty sure they took like Destiny gameplay and slapped it onto an extraction shooter. This actually might be an extraction shooter I'll actually want to play because Tarkov I feel like was a little bit too brutal, but this, I don't know, this one might be brutal as well, and it looks fun. And I'm not pretending like you know, I'm not gonna pretend anything. This actually looks fun. I actually think this looks fun. I'm actually interested. As you can tell, that was my blind reaction to the Marathon gameplay reveal. But I watched it a few more times, and I got some opinions and some thoughts, both pros and cons. As much as I'm excited for the game, I really wish they should decide to just do a sequel to Marathon Infinity, which is the first game of the series. But an extraction shooter, I'm on board with. I don't have a lot of experience with extraction shooters. I had played Tarkov, and I was pretty try at it. Here's a clip. Yeah, I'm pretty terrible at extraction shooters, but I'm hoping that Bungie like reinvents the wheel when it comes down to extraction shooters. It makes it like more user friendly, but keeping what makes extraction shooter fun in the first place. This could be a pro or a con depending on what happens, but my question is, are we getting OG Marathon weapons back? Like the assault rifle? That'd be dope. But my big question is, do the runners have the same weapon pool? Or do certain runners have certain weapons? Again, that could be a pro or con depending on the answer. Let's go with the pros. The art style is amazing. I like the mix of bright colors and darks. If you played or seen the original Marathon, it was the same way. The enemies were super bright, the backgrounds were super dark. It blended so well together. And that seems what they're doing with this game too. And I'm really digging that. You're not going to like what I'm about to say. I like the abilities. I like the runners. I like what they can do. And I personally cannot wait to play the game and see which one I like the most. But I do want to experiment and try the different ones. Which normally I'm not like that. Usually I take one and stick with it. Yeah, ask my friends, they'll tell you. But I'm definitely excited to see how they work together. I want to use the one with the shield because the reason why, because he has like the security visor, like the helmet from the original Marathon games. Look it up. But I get it. We're also a neck in hero shooters. I understand that. But listen, I don't give a fuck. If I like the game, I don't care if it's a specialist. I don't care if it's a hero shooter. If I'm having fun, I give zero fucks. Here's a big question that could also be a make or break for the game. If they're going with traditional extraction shooter gameplay, are we going to have a raid reset? What is a link reset? Good question. Basically, what that means in Tarkov, at some point, you lose everything and you start threats. That helps the game balance and doesn't make people overpowered, especially for newer players. But I don't think they're going to do that. because they're doing ranked in Marathon. So if they're doing ranked for the extraction shooter, how will a rank reset affect ranked? Would that be like kind of like in Valorant where your rank resets on every act? Or how does it work? I feel like once we get closer to the release date, we'll get more information. But my guess is they will not do a raid reset unless they do a rank reset at the same time. That's my opinion. I don't know. Let me know you know anything in the comments. Alright, thank you for hearing me rant and yap about this, about my thoughts and opinions on Marathon. I am really looking forward to the game. I am going to sign up for the alpha. I don't know if I can stream it, but if so, we will stream it live at Twitch.tv/Anthony16bit. You know the link. You know what to do. Click on the description. Click on the Twitch channel. Follow the channel. You know the vibes. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, morning, or evening. Don't forget, chat, to drink your fucking water. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.